Hello everyone. In the last session we stopped here by discussing about the file system. Now we are going with the steps for writing the program, step by step how to write the program by taking the configuration and then creation of the file system object and how to connect them and then how to use some existing commands for reading and writing. So let us start with that. I am taking a small example. Program to upload a file from the local file system into HDFS. It is like HDFS dfs-put command. By program we have to perform that operation. First step is importing packages. We have to import the packages org.apache.hadoop.conf star, meaning that all the classes we are taking. Of course, if you know what are the classes you are using, you can directly mention those classes so that it will reduce the memory usage while execution of the program. That is a different case. And import org.apache.hadoop.fs.star. So conf and fs packages we are loading and then configuring the environment. Now in the configuration package we can configure the environment. So that the configure the environment, how can we do that? By creating the configuration object. Configuration conf equal to new configuration of, we are creating the configuration object with the default environment, so that anyway we have the HDFS file system interface, by default that will be taken, and file system object, we are creating the file system object. Next step, here from the second package we are taking the file system object, file system fs equal to file system dot get of configuration, meaning that from the configuration already we have set that configuration will be taken and assigned to that file system. So this is the file system object creation. So we have created the configuration and file system objects. Now we have to create the path objects. Actually, if you give the path in the quotations, it doesn't work. What you have to do is you have to create a path object from the HDFS, because you are not using the local file system. For local file systems regular path is suitable, but for the HDFS path you have to create the path object which is given in the fs package. So we have to go with that. Already we imported the fs.star, so this will come automatically, so you need not import it separately. So path src equal to, this is the source. Source means in this case in our program we are uploading the data from local file system into HDFS. So because of that reason, path src equal to new path of s of 0. What is this s of 0? This is the command line argument we are taking from the main. Okay, and path destination, it is the HDFS path, new path of s of 1. So we are creating the path objects, two path objects, source and destination. After creation of that, calling a method from the file system object. Already we imported and created the file system object. From that we have several commands available. Directly we can use those commands to perform the basic operations. So for that we can use the copy from local file. This is the simple command, fs.copy from local file of source comma destination. Already we have created the source and destination objects, so that we are getting that. And then closing, we have to close the file system. How to close the file system? fs.close. By using this command we can, by using the close method, we can close the file system so that it can be released. Now this is the complete program. You can see that import apache.org.hadoop.conf.star and import org.apache.hadoop.fs. And then public class first, we are taking the class name as the first. Can you zoom it please here, from here? So a public class, public class first, I am taking the first as the class name, and opening brace. In this public static void main, in that we are taking the string s, the command line arguments, they will be taken into here, into S. Because of that reason, we can take the S of 0 and S of 1. In regular your Java programs, we are using the ARGS. That is also okay. I am taking S. Configuration, we are creating the configuration object. Configuration conf equal to new configuration, and then add resource. See here, by default it will take the Hadoop environment because of the file system interface, but you can also add the configuration file if you are running from different environment, and if you want to use a different environment of the Hadoop cluster. Let us say, for example, in our network, if we have two Hadoop clusters, if you want to use one of the Hadoop cluster, then we can set the configuration file. Generally we need not use that, but it is better to give. And we are handling the exception here in the try catch block. In that, there is the chance of raising some exceptions, maybe the file not found and file exists. These kinds of exceptions may be raised. So because of that reason, we are putting them into the try catch block. We are handling the errors. And file system fs equal to file system dot get of conf. Already we have created that we are taking. And path src equal to, already we discussed about that, source and destination. And then fs dot copy from local, copy from local file is source and destination. Here the source is the local file system, destination is the HDFS, and we are closing the file. And then exception handling, we are handling the exception. All the exceptions we are handling with the same statement. Simply we are displaying what the exception was raised. So this is the program. Now once if you write the program, then what should we do? How can we execute that? That is, we have to compile the program by using the Javac, and then you have to create the jar file, and then you have to execute that from the Hadoop environment by using Hadoop jar. How to execute this completely, that we will discuss in the practical session, that will be in the next session. Okay. Now fs data output stream, we are discussing about the fs data output stream. Till now we discussed about the configuration object and file system object. Now we are going to discuss about fs data output stream. We are giving the overview of this. Now this class is used to handle the output stream on the HDFS, meaning that if you want to write some data onto HDFS file, then you can use the fs data output stream object. And public class fs data output stream, this is the syntax and the prototype given, that is extends data output stream. Actually data output stream is the main class, from that it was derived, and it implements the syncable, and then we are using this fs data output stream, and there is a constructor also. The constructor is taking the stream output, and then file system statistics can be also taken. So how to create, there are several methods for that, close, get position, hflash, and write int, write double, write byte. Whatever you want to write onto HDFS file, you can write individually by using these methods. In the previous case, we are directly uploading the entire file from the local file system into HDFS. But here we are writing some data onto the file, meaning that the file, existing file, you can write onto the existing file also, meaning that byte by byte or character by character or word by word, we can write the data onto the HDFS file. In the previous case, the entire file will be uploaded. Both are little different. Okay. Now how to write? There is a write method available. So write of byte, you can write the byte stream, and write of characters, you can write the character stream completely. So all these are throws the IO exception, you have to handle that. And the simple example is FSD. FSD means fs data output stream object. I am creating that. Write of B, you can write whatever B you are giving, that will be written. And characters, fsd.write characters of, you can give directly the characters, so that the given text will be uploaded, written onto the given file. and fs data input stream, this is to read the data from the file. So that is see here it is similar to the data output stream, fs data output stream. So from that it implements the seekable, position, read, where it is available, and searching. All these kinds of operations are available by this, and the constructor is similar to this. And fs data input stream in, we can take that, and there are several methods: read, seek, and get position. These are the three methods. These are the methods available. Of course, so many methods are there. These are the basic methods available. So in that data input stream, we have the read method. This is the major operation which we can read from the data file, and we can take that. See here, string data equal to fsd dot read line of, meaning that from the file the entire line will be taken and that will be given into the string. It will be written the string. It will take the data from the stream and written that as the string, that we are assigning that into string object. So this is the fsd dot read line. The entire line will be taken. So these are the various examples, various concepts available to handle the files, to handle the HDFS by using the API. And there are some programs, you can practice some programs also on that. Write a program to read the data from the keyboard and copy the data into HDFS file, meaning that you have to prompt the data by using the keyboard. You have to write this logic, and then this data, taken data, it has to be written directly onto the HDFS. That is one program you can try. And write a program to display the content of the HDFS file on the screen. You have to read the data. Already the data is available in the HDFS. You have to read it and display that in the different formats, and you can display it. That is another program. And there is another program you can try, that is program to read the data from the keyboard and write onto the HDFS file and add the data to the file if already exists. Otherwise it is you have to create, meaning that here you have to check one condition, if the file is available or not, that you have to check, and you can write the program. So like this you can do some experiments also by taking the data from two files and combine them and upload into another file. In this way you can write different experiments, you can try with different experiments. Okay, and you can play with the directories also. mkdir's method is there. So many methods are available. You can go through the documentation, you can perform that. Okay, thank you.